When I said this, I got a feeling you've heard of this, Virginia. Theybies.
Yes, I have heard of this.
Yeah.
I saw this story and I was like, what?
Yep.
All right. I don't know. Why are we trying to make things more complicated? Now, if you do have a kid
Yeah.
that shows you signs of not wanting to be the gender that they were born as, then you got to roll with them punches.
Yeah.
But Theybies is like taking all gender away from all children.
Yeah. A theyby, and this is where it comes from, is it's a they, not a him or a her. So that's what you have is a theyby.
A theyby baby.
What you do, and the parents who subscribe to this, is your child is completely gender neutral. What they wear is just, gender neutral clothes. It wouldn't be anything that subscribes to a boy or a girl. You just put them in clothes that either could wear. And as they get older, then they get to decide, okay, am I going to be on team boy or am I going to be on team girl? And then that's when, once they've established that, then you can start dressing them or they can dress themselves at that point. So
I just don't know anything anymore.
I'm gonna if I have a girl, I'm gonna dress her like a girl. If I have a boy, I'm gonna dress him like a boy. Now, if any point during the rearing of this child, it comes to me and says, I don't want to be a girl, I want to be a boy, or vice versa, I'll be like, all right, cool, let's do whatever you need to do to be you. Mm-hmm. But until they make that statement, I'm not gonna try to put anything on them. I think that is pushing an agenda.
Why don't you just let a kid be a kid and let them
Yeah.
play with toys and see what happens naturally and just take it day by day, moment by moment, and let's not make, all these decisions on something, because you do at that point, you have an agenda where you are trying to completely wash out all gender whatsoever. And
that's an agenda.
But medically, I think you have to have some kind, like, me and you have different parts, correct?
We do.
Okay, so I think just on a medical term, or medically speaking, wouldn't you have to at least acknowledge some kind of gender?
Yeah, that's my question, because, is there a point where you're going to have to, whether it's at a doctor's office for legal reasons, for a school, are you going to have to finally say that? Because, as Theybies, if this is the parental thing saying, look, it's the schools are already going to have to deal with, okay, what are we going to do with bathrooms? So, that's, again, all those kind of things. So it does, bring up a lot of questions. And I kind of agree with you, Virginia. I'm like, hey, when it comes to parenting, you do what, you think is right. For me, I'd be like, hey, look, we're going to go on ahead and do some traditional stuff. But if at any point, when you get to that age where it's like, okay, this is the age where you get to decide, absolutely. Do what you want to be, who you're going to be.
Come from a place of love.
Yeah.
And don't push some agenda because you think that everyone should be gender neutral. Not everybody wants to be gender neutral. Some people like being their gender. So if you're talking about, you're pushing your gender, no, you're pushing your neutrality.
It is kind of that, yeah.
Don't push anything.
Well,
let people be people.
And I think the other thing, too, is let's not get to a place where someone is labeled bad if they put a label on their child. If you want to say, I'm having a little boy, and you're like going, no, you're having a little they.
Well, it's funny.
well, that might happen.
I see what you're saying.
But that's just it. It's like,
it's
let's
ridiculous.
Let's not get to that. If you want to raise Theybies, that's okay. But then at the same time, don't be like going, you called her a girl? Yeah.
So now I'm a bad person.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm afraid we're getting to that point.
Well,
that's going to be it.
We're getting to that point. We are. We're getting to the point where if you make a mistake and you get someone's gender wrong, there are parts of the world now that are trying to make that, by law, you are now committing a crime. If you accidentally say something, you can now get a fine for that.
Yeah. It's just that's where when I saw that I was like, oh boy, are we gonna get to the point where it's like if I'm like I'm now gonna have to be going, he's a cute little boy, to be like going, what did you say?
He has no gender, Kevin.
Yeah.
You're a jerk.
What? Like, it's so hard keeping up with today's world, and as I'm getting older, it's harder to stay up with what's going on. And you just, you look back at your grandma and you thought like she was out of touch. I mean, my gosh, when we get to be their age in the 70s and 80s, How lost are we going to be?
Sometimes people just don't know something. That doesn't mean they're evil.
You just gave me a great idea. I'm going to see great grandma not this weekend, but
Yeah.
next weekend. I should tell her about Theybies and record her reaction.
But you should just give
She'll
her.
be like, what?
I would just give her a PC quiz. And see how
Yeah.
grandma scores. That'd be interesting to see on all the PC topics that we have out there today. How up she is with them.
She might just go like this. Okay, I love you, Virginia. It's time for me to go now.
Yeah, she might just kick me out.
I'm gonna go and follow the light.
Aw.
Oh no, I meant
Did you just kill my great grandmother?
Yeah, he did. He totally just wished death upon her, I think.
Jeez.
I do not.
Well,
Yeah.
won't you feel bad if anything happens?
That's not what I meant. I'm saying.
Gosh, yeah, on the radio, he verbally killed your grandma.
He told Grandma Helen to go to the light.
No, what I'm saying is. No, that's not what I meant.
Damn it.
No, that's not what I meant. She's like, I don't want to.
I hope you get to her before Jaybird's words do.
Jeez. I hope she's not listening.
Can the light come for me?